Good timing, Kathy.
Yeah, well, as long as your battery lasts, because you can go right on it. And I can't plug it.
Right, that's it. Let's get started. Right, nice and light to start off with. About 80 RPM. Should be about RPE 3, 4. So, Kathy, we're using RPE 1 to 10.
Okay.
One being sat on the settee doing nothing. 10 being you're working so hard you can't talk.
Okay.
So, what they call zone 2 would be about RPE 4. Right. I've just muted you, Kathy, because your turbo's a bit loud and it's breaking up my audio. Oh, it might be Jerry's. One of you.
Try mine.
Now see, it's clear again now, that's fine. Right, just pick your legs up a bit, bring it up to about 85 to 90 now on your cadence. So if you haven't got a cadence meter, watch my knees. I know that doesn't work very well if you've got a bit of lag. So we're just going to do a steady 3-minute build and then the normal leg primers if you've done one of these with me before, just to get your fast twitch muscles and your slow twitch muscles going. Right, 10 seconds, we're just going to stick a gear on. We're going to hold 85 to 90. 3, 2, 1. Stick a gear on. Let me bring my legs back up again. That's it, I'm on 90. So we're going to do the first of the leg primers in about 20 seconds. So it's 100 RPM and you want to be about RPE 7 or 8. So you're going to have to chuck a couple of gears on as well so you don't bounce around. We're just going to hold it for 30 seconds. 5 seconds to go. 2, 1. Chuck a couple of gears on. Bring your cadence up to 100. That's it, hold it there. Two, 1, just back it off to 80 RPM. Active recovery, 30 seconds. Hi, Helen. We're just doing the warm-up. Two, 1, spin it back up again. 105 RPM this time. Two, 1, and off. back down to 80.
No.
Well, at least you got your sound up.
Alright. Oh, have I got my sound up?
2, 1, going up the last 110 this time.
Setting up now. Top of stay put down to the top.
So,
Top of the left below.
lovely.
10 seconds, hold it. 2, 1, and off.
What do you want?
So just take your gears off, get it back down to 80 for your active recovery. Get your breathing under control. Right, 60 seconds, and then we're going to start the main set. It's different to last time. We're only going through it twice. 2 minutes on, 1 minute off. Each time the on is going to drop the cadence. So we're going to start at a low cadence, 75 RPM. Then each time we're going to drop 5 RPM. We're going down lower than before. But I want you at about RPE 9 on this one, so you should be close to your threshold. So we're going in 15 seconds. So you might have to add 2 or 3 gears, but it's important you keep your cadence low. 5 seconds. 2, 1. Stick your gears on. Drop it down to 75. So the idea is you want to hold 75 as close to as possible. Don't use your heart rate for an RPE guide either, because your heart rate doesn't work the same at lower cadence. That's first 30 seconds, so we're just doing 2 minutes of this, then we're going back up to a loaded recovery. So we're not going to take all the gears off. Halfway through. Just make sure you haven't picked up your pace. I have. So make sure you're holding 75. It's important we hold pace on this one, especially when we get down to the 50s. Twenty seconds to go and then we recover. So if you are on a smart trainer and you know what your FTP is, you should be aiming for your FTP on these. You should be getting to the end of this and it's starting to pull a bit, you're struggling to maintain it, and off. So take 1 gear off and just bring your cadence up to 90 now for your recovery. So the intervals, the active intervals are shorter on this, but your recovery is a loaded recovery. So it's similar to what we do when we're doing lactate shuttling. And it's more of a race simulation when you're pushing those bigger gears. You're only going to get short bursts of rest. So we're gonna have 1 minute of this. You've got 20 seconds left. Then I want you to load up again, same number of gears, unless you found it too easy. But this time we're going down to 70 RPM. So just recap, 5 seconds. We're going to down 70 RPM, same loading or more, and off we go. So let it drop, add them gears back on. Let the gears pull your cadence down. Should start to feel a bit more like a legs workout now. So cyclists have 2 optimum ranges. One's 70 to 75, the other one's 85 to 95. We're now at the bottom end of the second optimal. Once you get below that, it's purely strength training. This is the kind of thing it's good for off season, for winterizing your body, building up your strength. If you're on a short course, so up to standard, and you're going to be really banging out those TT bikes at low gears, this is also a valid training session in your race prep. Just make sure your cadence is around about 75 and you haven't 17, you haven't drifted off. As we drop the cadences as well, I want you to think about that smooth pedaling that we've covered in other sessions. So drive down, scrape along the bottom, pull up, kick over the top. You should also notice your heart rate's not as elevated as you expect working at this effort. Check your cadence again. Make sure you're nice and smooth, you're not moving on your bike. So if you haven't got a cadence meter, just look at my knees. I'm at 72 at the moment, so I'm slightly high. Sit back down to 70. Twenty seconds to go. Two, one, and off. Take the gears off. Bring your cadence up to 90, remember. Don't take all the gears off. Remember, this is loaded recovery. You're not trying to recover your heart rate, so you can still work your recovery. Your heart rate should be reasonable. Should be just out of zone 3, zone 2, probably mid to top of zone 3. Because if you're pushing at FTP, normally for 2 or 3 minutes, you'd be closing on 4. Just make sure your cadence is up around 90. Right, third set. Going down to 65, add the gears on. Sorry, I missed 5 seconds. So we're going down to 65 this time. Let the gears pull it down. Oh, you're back, Kathy. So we're on 65 now, Kathy. 2 minutes on 65. Don't look at my legs because mine have slightly creaked up. That's better. If you can't keep the cadence low, add another gear on. It's as simple as that. You've not got enough resistance to keep your cadence low. That's better. You find it's easier to smooth pedal with the extra loading. "45 seconds to go." Really need to hold that smooth pedaling now. So Helen, if you haven't got a cadence meter, just look at my knees. 20 seconds to go. This should be starting to feel difficult now. They'll start to burn. Remember, add gears as you need to. Two, one, and off. Just take one gear off, spin it back up to 90, or 2 if you've added extra. So normally when we do active recovery, we're aiming for about 80. And the reason that is because it's enough movement in your legs to flush all the rubbish out of your legs, but without going too fast to increase your heart rate and stop your heart rate coming down. Because we're doing low cadence, your heart rate's lower, so we can do the recoveries quicker at higher cadence because we're not worried about heart rate. Right, sorry we've missed the start again. Right, back on. This time we're going down to 60. Stick them gears on. God, that 1 minute goes quick. So again, if you're struggling to get down to that cadence, it's probably because your gears are too light. Stick another gear on. It's called the grinder for a reason. Start grinding out those gears. Nice smooth pedaling. You'll notice as soon as you kick into your smooth pedaling, your cadence goes up. One minute to go. My lap warning sign keeps coming up off the top of my cadence. 30 seconds to go. Oops, the cadence has drifted up again. 15. So you should be really driving this out now. It should be really quite hard. If it's not, stick another gear on. 2, 1. Take a few gears off. Loaded recovery, back up to 90. So it should feel ridiculous now when you're spinning up to 90 without any weight on. Just give your shoulders a relax, give it a little wobble. Going again in 20 seconds. This time we're going down to 55. One more to go after this one. So remember, if you felt that last one easy at the end, stick an extra gear on. You can take it because you're working at lower cadences and we're not holding these sets for long. So this is a primer for next week. We'll be going back and do the first one again that we did before Christmas. 2, 1, stick them gears on. Let it drop down to 55. So make sure we are hitting 55. If you're too fast, put another gear on. Make sure your pedaling's nice and smooth. That's it, both looking good, nobody's bouncing around or rocking. Nice and relaxed on your bars. 1 minute to go. Right, now we're getting into the super low cadences. Just watch those knee joints. You're putting a lot of power through. So if you start to feel like you've got a twinge or something's niggling, just pick your cadence up to where it feels comfortable. Take gears off if you need it. 3, 2, 1. An active recovery or loaded recovery. Bring it back up to 90. 1 more to go, then we get a rest. Proper rest. That 90 feels ridiculous now. Feels like you're on that bit of road between Maltby and Old Coats, but it's slightly downhill on really nice tarmac. Going in 20 seconds. So if we can hit this one actually on time. I think my stopwatch is still ill. 3, 2, 1, load it up. Let the gears drag your cadence down. We're going to the lowest one, 50. Wouldn't normally do this. I don't go down to 50 when we're doing 3 minutes, it's just too long. Should be just about dead at the end of this. Your thighs will be burning. If it's not, you should have had more gears. I'm on 50 if you need to watch my knees. Could be really grinding it out now. 1 minute to go. Take it all the way to the end. Don't lose your cadence. Don't lose your form. I do like these low cadence ones. .30 seconds to go. Just check your cadence. Nice and relaxed on your bars. It's like you're pushing up that hill now. Not getting out of the saddle. We'll save that for the last set. Three, two, one, and off. So take all your gears off now and just bring it up to 80. We're going to do a normal active recovery. So we're going to be here for 2 minutes. Get an extra minute rest. I know, thank me later. You want to be aiming for 80 again. Nice easy gears, RPE 3 or 4, no effort at all. Whereas before we'll have been about RPE 5 or 6 on recovery. So if you're running what you call tempo, so punctuated sentences even in your recovery, should be fully loaded when we're doing the low cadence ones. So it's 9, 8, 9. Struggling to hold a conversation. Short staccato answers, one word answers. Right, so when we start again, it'll be 2 minutes, 75 RPM. Make sure you get your loading right. Learn your lessons from last time. If it was too easy, stick an extra gear on. Should be just starting to burn on these first few. Should be just starting to burn as you finish. When we get into the sort of the 60s, 55s, 50s, you should be burning after 30 seconds. If not, stick more gears on. It's like legs day in the gym, this. Right, 10 seconds and we're on again. I know, that's come around quick, hasn't it? 3, 2, 1. Stick them gears on. Take it down to 75. It's not much of a drop because you're already at 80. Might feel a bit weird at first hitting one of your sweet spots after you've been grinding it out. So again, watch my knees if you haven't got a cadence meter. I'm on 76. Let me get it down. That's better. Oh, that thing's come up again. Nearly through the first minute. One minute to go. Hold in there. Nice and smooth, nice and relaxed. Just play your fingers on your handlebars. Elbows slightly bent. Give your head a wobble. You're scowling, don't scowl. Paint faces waste energy. .30 seconds to go, keep it going. Nice and smooth. .15 seconds to go. God, this feels like ages. 3, 2, 1. Take 1 or 2 gears off, spin it up to 90. You know the drill now. You shouldn't be having to struggle to hit 90. If you are, take another gear off. It's recovery, but it's loaded recovery. So it shouldn't be easy, but it shouldn't be hard. Going in 5 seconds. This time target 70. Cadence. 2, 1. Stick the gears on. Let the gears pull you down to 70. That's it, I'm on. Oh, not that slow. Come on, pick it up. That's it, I'm on 70 now. So it shouldn't be too bad, these first two. But I look special with these headphones on. This is why I don't wear them at work. Like a budget Cyberman. "30 seconds to go," or near enough. There we go, 30 seconds, just clicked over. Should be starting to burn now. Keep it smooth, no piston pedaling, your box pedaling. So you're going around all 4 quadrants. Give yourself a little system check. Get it locked in now before you get to the lower cadences. Three, 2, 1. Take a few gears off, bring it up to 90. 1 minute recovery. How's that feeling? So start to make any adjustments on your gears now. This is where it should be starting to hurt. "30 seconds left. Deep breath in. Let's clear those lungs out. Remember, your inhale should be half as long as your exhale when you're in recovery. Just get your heart rate under control. Going in 5 seconds. Target is 65. 2, 1, down we go. That's it, let the gears pull you down smoothly and then lock it in at 65. I'm on 65. So it should be starting to burn just after a minute on this one now. If you're not, add another gear. Sit nice and smooth. Just give yourself a system check. Is you pedaling smooth? Are you relaxed on the bike? Five seconds. Oh no, nearly up to a minute. 1 minute to go. Definitely should be starting to twinge a bit now. Legs should be starting to fatigue up. Low cadence is brilliant. Gives you loads of power for not very much cost in your heart rate, but you can't sustain it for very long. That's what this strength training does. It gives you that ability to eke it out a bit longer. If you want to progress these, you can take these intervals longer and longer and longer and condition your body to low cadence work. But just remember that you don't do it every week, and you reverse it out the week after with high cadence work. You don't want too much bias on fast and slow, on fast twitch and slow twitch muscle groups. You want to balance it evenly, especially as a triathlete. You need your slow twitch muscle for your runs. 2, 1, knock it off. Bring it up to 90. And that's another reason why we do the recovery at a higher cadence as well. Sit halfway through. So next target 60. You have to remind me if I get any of these wrong. Just wave at the screen in case you're muted. 10 seconds to go. So you're definitely going to have to load it up a bit more now. 3, 2, 1, stick the gears on. You will need an extra gear definitely now to get it down to 60 and maintain that RPE. So low cadence is also a good strategy when you're doing long course as well. So if you've gone a bit too fast and your heart rate's gone too high for too long, quickest way to bring your heart rate down, low cadence. So just spin a couple of minutes low cadence, it'll pull your heart rate straight down. Just don't sit there for too long, you'll go the other way and you'll risk bonking. One minute to go. That is an official cycling term. It's when you've blown your legs. When you see the Tour de France riders going up them hills and all of a sudden they just stop dead, that's the bonked. .30 seconds to go. Should be really burning now. You should be thinking, I'm not going to make the end. 20 seconds to go. Do I need to bring the lions back? Yeah, we're going to make it. 10 seconds. Just get that nice smooth pedaling action going again. 3, 2, 1. Take a few gears off. Back up to 90. Flush them legs. Let's see, I'm on 90. If you need a guide. Oops, have a shot. .55 next. Right, we're starting some fun now. We'll do some climb simulation. Because of course that's the other time you use low cadence. So nice and simple, I'm just going to shout up and down. When I shout up, out the saddle. When I shout down, back in the saddle. Right, 3, 2, 1. Load the gears on, down to 55. Get your cadence locked in, get your pedaling nice and smooth. So remember what we talked about on the other weeks, pick your moment to drive out the saddle. So just as you're on your power stroke. 2, 1, up. So just hold that low cadence. You need to stick another gear on. That's fine. That's exactly what you do when you're going up a hill. If you put a gear on, remember to take it off when you come back down. Keep it going nice and smooth. Make sure your weight's towards the back of the bike, not leaning over your handlebars. 3, 2, 1, down. Take a gear off if you put one on. Hold 55. Oops, get my gears right. Running out of gears. Hand up. Same again, drive up out of that saddle. Put some gears on if you need to. Try and keep it smooth. Keep your weight back. So your bum should be just grazing the nose of the saddle. If you're further forwards, you risk losing traction on your back wheel. Everybody's done it. You've gone over that metal manhole cover as you're coming out of Sprotborough. You're too far over the bars, you've just spun out. 2, 1, back down again. Take the gears off, active recovery. Sorry, loaded recovery. Get it up to 90. Oh, my flipping computer's gone nuts. There we go. One more set to go. Three, 2, 1. Add a load of gears on, all the way down to 50. It wants to be hurting after 30 seconds on this one. Should almost be lifting you out of the saddle every time you drive your feet round. Two, 1, up, stick some gears on. Make sure you don't go over 50. So 50 is about as low as you dare go. Anything lower than 50, you need to be changing gear if you're out on the road, or get off and push. Two, 1, back down. Make sure to try and hold 50. Part of the skill is holding your cadence when you're going up and down out of the saddle. Oh, it wouldn't be a session without Eric Prince. Two, 1, up. Remember, don't lean over the bars. Keep your weight back on your back wheel. 10 seconds to go. 2, 1, hand off, down you go. So we're still doing it, the loaded recovery, 1 minute. So don't take all your gears off. Get your cadence up to 90. I'm not doing bad, that's the first proper cough I've had. Right, take a gear off, hold 90. So we're just going to ramp down and then we'll do a couple of pedal drills. Oh, why not? It's always good to do pedal drills as part of your recovery. You don't have to do them every time, as long as you do them once a week. Checks you, especially if you're prone to injuries, knee problems, gives you an opportunity Oh, it's the flipping holiday song again. Is it Thomas Cook or Haven or something? Right, so 15 seconds, we'll go again with that. So if you had any dead spots, try and smooth them out. You want to ideally try and build up to a minute, because you really, by the time you hit a minute, if you've got any dead spots, you'll be finding them by the time you get to a minute. 2, 1, off we go, left leg. We're coming up on 30 seconds. Let's give it another 15. See if we can find some dead spots. It's usually when you're coming over the top. Two, one, back in both feet. Hopefully your changeover was cleaner than mine. Still not hit it. There we go. Nice and even, just spin them out. Give you 30 seconds rest again. So do practice your smooth pedaling. It's something you should be doing all the time when you're riding, same as your body checks. Check your body positions right, check your smooth pedaling. On those horrible grinds, especially the one coming out of Tickhill, back towards Conisborough, or the one from Bawtry to Tickhill, it's an awful drag, it's slightly uphill, it's nasty. Right, let's kick that left leg out now, go on your right leg. Nice and smooth. Yeah, so when you get those horrible low grade into a headwind, that's the time you get your smooth pedaling going. Get your head down, get your pedaling smooth, you'll waste less energy. Temptation is on those, you start piston pedaling, you just waste energy. That's it, halfway, well, 30 seconds. Let's see, let's stick another 15 in. Let's give this leg a tester. This is my weaker leg. 2, 1, back in again. That's it, just spin it down. Right, drop your cadence down to 70. Take some gears off if you want. It'll be nice and easy now, just relax. 10 seconds to go. Right, just stop and pedal backwards. See if you can get that nice and smooth as well. And stop. Just take one leg to the bottom. See if we can kill this music. That's better. Right, one leg at the bottom. Just drop your heel down. So just be careful with this. Don't launch all your weight into it initially. Just feel for it, especially if you're a runner as well. And you've got crusty Achilles. You'll know what I mean if you've got them, because as you start to feel, it feels like there's like little crystals breaking off your Achilles tendon as you're stretching it, because that's exactly what it is. I think somebody explained it like that. So deep breath in, just push down a little bit further, let your weight drive that heel down. So it's a really good calf and Achilles stretch that you won't get. Even if you try to do this on the bottom step of your staircase, you won't get this stretch because your foot would slide off before you even got anywhere near this angle. It's the only time you can do it on the bike. All right, just come out gently, switch over, take the other leg down. This is my crusty Achilles. Ooh. So just ease into it. So don't forget your breathing. So when you breathe in, you're under tension. As you breathe out, release the tension. Just let that muscle release. Deep breath in. Just release that ankle a bit more. Try and get that last little bit of stretch out of it. At this point, I'd normally let you have a little bounce on it, but we haven't done anything for all over Christmas, and I don't want to break anybody. So we'll just leave it as a stretch. Right, come out of that. Unclip off the bike, kick your shoes off. This is where me being attached to the bike, the computer now is an absolute nightmare. I didn't think that one through, did I? Right, hold on to your bike saddle, grab your left leg, pull your knee up behind, sorry, foot up behind, knees together. So it's important you set this one up right or it won't work. So those knees need to be together. Stand upright, push your hips forwards, and as soon as you push your hips forwards, you'll feel that quad engage. Right, that's what you're looking for. Right, once you're comfortable, let go of the bike seat. Right, but do not let that knee move. As soon as you lose that knee, grab hold of your bike again. And if you struggle with this and you've got a bit of water on your knee, then you can always rest your knee on a chair. Sorry, rest your foot on a chair and push back on it. Or use a yoga strap. So this is one of the physio exercises if you have got water on the knee and you've got ACL issues or anything like that, because it is a good way of driving the water out, other than just icing, which is the best way to get rid of water on the knee. I speak from experience, having had about 10 arthroscopies. Right, just release that foot, just shake it off, change legs. So you can step around the other side of the bike if you want, or I won't, because I'll end up tying myself in a knot. Same thing again, make sure those knees are together. Once the knees are together, hips forwards, stand up straight. As Adrian says, head over heart, heart over hips. If you're in the army, it was chin up, shoulders back, chest out. So again, just drive that hip forward to get more of a stretch down your quad. That's it, one last push forwards and release. Right, so we'll just do a 2 for 1 on the hamstrings. Just make sure you can see me. Back we go. Right, cross your legs over. Weight on your back leg locked out, front leg's just there for support. Don't close your eyes because your proprioception won't work because your feet are crossed over, and just lower yourself down. Try and keep your back flat just until you feel a stretch around the back of your back leg quad. As you go a little bit further, sorry, the fan's blowing on the microphone. As you go a little bit further, you'll suddenly feel the IT band kick in as well. So this is the Cheats IT band stretch. Just watch this one because your stretch reflex will be stopping you stretching. So don't try and power your way through it. Just gradually let your body ease through it and ease off its stretch reflex. It's the same thing again. Breathe in, breathe out. Just lower into it. One last time. Deep breath in. Breathe out the tension. So roll up, change legs, same again on the other side. Use your legs for support if you want to. Breath in, breathe out, just relax into the stretch, try and get a couple more inches out of it. I need to move the fan. It's like I'm stood on scaffold. Last one, deep breath in, breathe out, and down and roll up. Right, just to open your hips up because you have been cycling, I'm going to try and do this without stringing myself up. Just on the floor, toes together, knees out nice and wide. So you're sat. I don't know if you can see me. That's it. So your knees are out nice and wide, feet together, and all I want you to do is just go forwards as low as you can go, but try and keep your bum on your heels. So it's just a nice, simple hip opener without having to do pigeon or all the other stuff that cyclists are supposed to do. So if you're comfortable, just put your arms out further, try and get your body closer to the floor. Deep breath in, just roll up, back on your feet. That's it, out the wind. Right, just interlock your hands behind your back. Let's just loosen those shoulders off. So pull your shoulder blades together. Just bend forwards and just push your hands over your head, just to release those shoulders. Back up, shake your arms off. Well done, awesome stuff. Good to be back after Christmas. So next week, we'll do the one we did before Christmas and see how you feel with that one now, because we slightly mixed it up with this week. So as I said at the beginning, I think some of you might have missed it. Normally I do progressive sets where they get slightly harder each week, but it's basically the same workout, but you can't do that with low cadence. So I have 2 low cadence drills and we just alternate them. And in theory, you find it slightly either. Oh, hello.
I didn't have Zoom on my tablet. I didn't know. So
that's fine.
I am here.
That's all right.
I didn't just log in and leave you.
No, that's brilliant. There are some people that just don't put the cameras on, especially when they're doing building works at home. Right, yeah. So it has been recorded anyway. So if you want to go back and do it again, or if you missed anything and you want to go back and you weren't sure of anything, because I do tend to impart a lot of information during these sessions as well. So it's all there. Same thing next week. We'll see how next week goes, and then I'll probably go into more of a fitness builder as we start to move towards spring anyway after that. So this is just, there's no point in launching into cadence and high energy stuff straight after Christmas. Nobody's going to thank me for it. And to be honest, I'm more likely to injure you. So low cadence is the safest way before straight after Christmas. Anyway, right. Thanks for that.
Thank you very much.
All right. See you later. Thanks, Jerry.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, Kathy.